Hello, viewers. I'm SB, and welcome back to Against the Storm, where we have just 5 years left before the next Blight Storm. Now, my current understanding of the system is that when we are out of time, no matter how far past the timer we go in our last city, when we are out of time, we will have the opportunity to found on top of the seal or just press the button, right? So, like, if I set up a town right here and we succeed, we'll still be able to clear the seal, even if it takes me like the standard 8 years to do it, because we are already in range. But also, what that means is that if I can clear a settlement in shorter than 5 years, we could still go out and hit this to interact with that point of interest and then settle on the seal. Right? I think that's true. Also, I do know that there is an achievement, or at least, one of those smoldering city goals that's worth XP for completing a town in 4 years or less. So I think what we're going to do here is we're going to go to this Royal Woodlands. We're going to turn the difficulty all the way down, and we're going to see just how fast in game time we can clear one of these. I'm not going to... It's probably still going to be pretty slow in terms of real-world time because I'm going to be trying to maximize my effectiveness. But yeah, let's see if we can knock this out just as incredibly quickly as possible. Let's be efficient. So, we can start with foxes. That's rad. Do we want to start with foxes and harpies? There's not a huge amount of overlap between their needs, right? They both like treatment from tea. I think let's just take the one that starts with the extra tools, right? That seems good. And then we'll bring in some like wood and stone and food and food and food, or like extra bodies and food. Extra bodies and food. Yeah. Let's do that. And we're gonna name this town Fast Going Stun. Got it. Nailed it. Perfect. The first time. Isn't it incredible how I always get it the first time? So, in theory, this should be where our reputation needs are the lowest. Just like I'm working on speedruns here. This should be where our reputation needs are the lowest, where we are getting screwed with the least. And it's just like, show some mastery of the system, would you? Okay, beavers and foxes. I like that as a start. Villagers have a chance of not consuming food during a break. I don't really feel like that's all that big of a deal. We get 15 drizzle water per minute during the drizzle. Okay, doubles the amount of secondary resources from trees, and we only have one unusual negative forest mystery, which doesn't matter, realistically. Okay, this does seem like it's going to be straightforward. Let's have a quick look at our foxes. They're rad-looking little fox creatures. That's cool. What do we get with a fox as the hearth holder? Hostility from opened glades is lowered by 2 each. That's actually a pretty good one. All right, so overlaps. In terms of needs, it looks like pickled goods and that's it, huh? Okay. Good to know, I suppose. So obviously carpenter matters a bunch. We don't yet know what our food overlap needs are going to look like because we don't know what the other faction is. So I'm a little bit less eager to just like grab flour. Let's start with the carpenter. And then probably a seller because, pickled goods is pickled good. Pickled goods. I'm going to take the farm. The seller's not bad, but let's get something that can use farm fields. And then a smokehouse is not bad. The alchemist hut is definitely interesting. The ability to make crystallized dew certainly has value. And, tea and wine are maybe good. Oh no, luxury. Luxury is an overlap for them. So actually a source of wine is quite valuable. Okay, yeah. That's going to feel a little bit different. All right, let's lay some stuff out. So first things first, of course, let us... What do we got here? Actually, we have some fertile ground right away. That's interesting. I probably don't want to be farming right away, though. Let's crack some glades quickly. Yeah, and I guess this is a fine place to do that over here. And then this is flax, that's berries. We're probably good on food for a moment. Let's worry about the flax first. So let's see here. We have 10 free bodies, so we could put up one more camp. Do I want it to be another woodcutter's camp? I probably do, right? If we're trying to get into glades quickly. Yeah, we'll just put it right here. We'll just be like, get those. Get those. Okay. Have at it, everybody. Also, I suppose I should, like, path up a little bit. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, whatever. I'm trying to leave places for housing, but... so we do not have fox houses. We might end up with fox houses eventually, but for right now, we'll just have to make do with the other stuff. So... big shelters require planks. We're going to want to build planks anyway, so we may as well just build 2 of these. Does that leave a single tile? No, this leaves a single tile. Yeah. Okay, that'll be the plan. Housing-wise, and let's get that makeshift post up. Or, sorry, crude workstation up. Okay. Build, 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 friends. Alright, we'll start with these, operative. You prioritize the completion of this thing. So all we need for all of these is just planks. I'm actually going to leave the harvester's hut unfilled for a second here. Okay, so we don't need anything except this. I don't know. Try to keep like 10 in stock because like we're going to need them. Okay, mushroom production up. Ooh, I do like peasant supplies a lot. Yeah, let's take peasant supplies. This way we never have to worry about building packs of provisions, basically. Alright, let's get our housing settled out, and let's try to figure out what are the fastest of these. Deliver 20 flour is a little tricky right now. 3 packs of building materials gets us saw blades and tools. I think that's the way we gotta go. We don't currently have a way of making flour. Purging fire is easy to make. And build a geyser pump, complete a trade route. I mean, the geyser pump's really not that hard. Provided that we encounter geysers, which I guess I don't know for sure that we will. Alright, what's up, friends? I'm into welcoming new people. Sets our third race as harpies. Honestly, it might be set already, though. It might be the case that whether or not we do this... yeah, whether or not we do this now, we will just get harpies as our third kind anyway. But yeah, go ahead and bring them on board. And also we got some more berries and some eggs and stuff. It's all fine. It's all right. Let's bring them on board. Then we'll have a couple more builders to work with. Unlike a harpy house, in theory, will be valuable eventually. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and lay that there. That's fine. What do we got here? Another encampment and some... okay, a drizzle water geyser. What's it cost to build a geyser pump? Just planks and pipes. Easy enough. All right, we just finished welcoming new people, so let's welcome some more new people. Just get some folks in here real quick. All right, once we have our housing together, we can start worrying about other stuff. Like the packs of building materials should be pretty easy. The purging fire should be pretty easy. Speaking of things that are easy, let's establish ourselves a trading post over here. All right, once this big shelter is up, we have enough housing for everyone, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, no, we'll be short one. Well, we do need another beaver house. That'll be simple enough, but also this. So if we turn on fabric production and okay, looks like we pulled everybody there, so let's get this going. We should be able to produce as much fabric as we need now. Trading post is up. I'm pretty happy with the way this is setting up. And we're still nowhere near the first storm, so I'm thinking we're going to be in pretty good shape by the time that happens. All right, so I do feel like we can probably go ahead and put our small farm together. I don't know if it particularly matters what direction this is facing. Like, we have enough bodies to work this now. We can start producing grain and stuff for later. Is there anything else we desperately need to be gathering? I mean, our food supplies are fine-ish. We could make a an herbalist camp and start gathering some berries, I suppose. Storm's coming. Ooh, selling parts. Like, I want to generate some resources. That is a lot of amber. I could sell up to 4 parts for 28 amber. I'm actually going to do that. I would go to 5 parts if we had the provisions packs. We almost have the housing done. Well, somebody's going to have to just deal with the rain. All right, guys are pub clear. Yeah, sure. We'll just pull in 2 more points of population during the rain. Why not? Okay, so we have enough housing for 4 beavers. We have enough housing here for another 12 people. Once the houses are actually completed, I mean. So this almost covers everything. I'm going to build 1 more harpy house here. It's a little bit awkward, but eventually we'll be moving this. Or I could even move this right now, right? It looks like it could slide. Yeah, we could slide it back here and give ourselves still a path around. And then we can create some decorations. Well, I should probably spend our point of reputation. Hold on. What are we? So jerky is a single need. Biscuits are an overlap now. We have two uses for treatment, 2 uses for education. I gotta be honest with you, I don't love any of this. I suppose pottery is useful because you need to have something to put the pickled goods in. The jerky is like fine. The need for religion, honestly, I think we're gonna take our free reroll here. I don't think that's very good at all. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, fox housing. It's cool to get it. I was not expecting. Oh, wow, it requires crystallized dew. I mean, it's a pretty good, reliable way to drive resolve up. Meeting people's need for education is also good, but I think we are going to take the fox housing, and we're just not going to be able to actually benefit from it for a while. That's fine. I don't want to sell our coal. Alright, but we're weathering the storm. It's going alright. We are producing planks just as quickly as we can produce planks. Do we have the extra hands for this? Yeah, we can start running our gathering operations right away. Okay, no, it's going to be a while before the route to Storm Glen has run. I was going to say, we're going to see a trader really soon, like probably right after the storm. And it would be cool to have the resources necessary to take advantage, but... more parts and more pipes. Yeah, I think so, right? And a new cornerstone. Wood production is increased, but harvesting and planting are slower. Discovering a small glade increases the working speed of scouts investigating glade events. This seems kind of crummy, right? I don't know. I guess lost supplies. I don't think any of these are like very exciting. And we do have a free reroll on these. Yeah. Show me something cooler. Each villager with their need for education fulfilled is interesting because we do probably want to get there. But also more charges on your deposits. I'm going to take work safety guide. Let's see if we can get to a place where we can take advantage of it. And now that we've got that established, let's start working on our next meaningful goals. So, do I want to just crack a dangerous glade? I think we're gonna do a really an early-ish dangerous glade. We have an unusual number of tools for this point in the game, which makes me think that we would probably be okay to do this. Alright, y'all gather water. I'm not sure exactly what we'll use it for, but we'll use it. And so let's see here. We have 2 harpy houses in the design already. We're already covering that, but we could use one more beaver house. Okay. And the big shelters are still enough for all of our foxes for the moment. So that stuff up will be enough resolve for. I don't know if it'll be enough to push anybody blue. We might be able to spend some time blue here, even with very few needs met. Tool production up is not super useful. Crystal growth is interesting. How much for just... Oof, the dew itself is quite expensive. We can make some decent money off of this stuff. Like, all right, what can I reasonably put on the table? Also, hold on. Before we do anything else, we're like 30 seconds from our next set of goals. And you're going to be around for... Yeah, let's wait until the next set of goals pops before we make any moves. Because I think actually, there's a good chance we'll get the goals that we can achieve or complete or at least affect. Our next set of orders, rather. Okay, deliver this stuff for bonus to pack production and bonus to pack production. It's pretty whatever. Okay, standing level 1 with 1 settlement is extremely reachable, and that's actually a very strong reward for that. And then have 8 foxes. We're already past that. Get fox resolve to 14. I mean, that's like... Yes, that is not just doable, but basically already done. Some pickled goods, some parts. Yeah. Right, I'm going to sit here and keep the harpies live for the moment. But we can finish this basically whenever we want. And now that we've done that, we know that we don't particularly have any... we don't have any particular needs over here. So let us just sell off a bunch of stuff. I'm a little reluctant to part with the resin because we might need it for the event. But Farloff will buy wood. I think what we want to do is just buy tools, probably. As many as we can reasonably afford. Our packs of provisions are, you know, we're going to get more. I know we're trying to make a trade route thing happen and everything, but we're going to get more. So that'll buy me, you know, a couple tools by itself. We could stand apart with probably quite a lot of wood. I don't know, let's say like 200-ish. And then... I don't know if I really do want to sell much else. We don't currently have stone or clay income, so I kind of want to hold off on these for brick's sake. But like, yeah, what if we did this? What if we did... Can I scrounge up enough to make 9 tools work? 9 tools seems like a lot. 8 tools. We can make 8 tools work. Hell, I can just round out the difference with wood. It's not like we're not going to continue gathering it, right? Yeah, I feel okay about that. So we have 20 tools now. Likely enough to get through whatever we will encounter in here. Letting this run. Okay, we don't have anybody who's like particularly good at farming, but y'all can handle it. Okay, advanced harpy housing gets us even closer to, or even further into the blue ranks. Should probably have paths up here. Okay, decorations. Let's throw a bunch of benches into this courtyard. And then also we need like one more little spot. All right, hold on. We popped through to the big thing. Huh. That is a... I think that's a kind of totem we've seen before. A religious structure built by fishmen. It interferes with the hearth in the center of the settlement. If we don't take it down, it's going to make the storms... Ugh, it's going to make it stormy all the time. And also impatience points. So... we can burn it down or we can perform the ritual. I mean... performing the ritual gets us a global resolve bonus and counts as 4 decorations of its type. See, it says just grants a global resolve bonus. Shouldn't there be a number on that? That's probably the move, because resolve is going to grant us victory points. Do we have 10 of any of these things? We don't, and I don't think we're terribly likely to soon. So maybe we do, in fact, just burn this down. It's not that hard to set aside planks for this. I think it's a shame we've just burned through enough of our coal. Man, I really would like to perform the ritual. Hold on. Is there a way... do we think it's reasonable we could produce the wine? What does the wine recipe look like? Because we are gathering berries right now. Ah, we don't have any containers, though. Do we have the ability to make containers? No, not really. Okay, yeah. I think we have to accept that this is probably a burned down situation. So... yeah, we're just producing planks, and at this point... we only have one more building up that needs them. Okay, so I'm gonna prioritize this. Actually, I don't know. Can we prioritize this? Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make it so there's no builders. I don't know. I think they'll still run planks to the site here, but we could deprioritize that at least. Oh, and we hit apparently that one trade route was all the trade we needed to make this work. So that's cool. Sadly, wildfire essence is not one of the burn it down materials. No, it is not. All right, that's fine. planks it will be. Get to it, friends. I know we can't really do it right now, but, you know, as soon as you can do it, get to it, friends. And aside from that, this is not actually all that interesting of a glade. I think we're going to go ahead and take the Send to the Citadel on this just as soon as it's available. By which I mean as soon as we have spare hands. And also, we have a point of reputation already, probably worth spending. You know, training gear's not nothing. There aren't large nodes in this. No, I mean, there's large clay deposits, but they don't need any specialized materials. I'm considering taking the reroll, because we actually have quite a lot of amber already, thanks to that big trade route, and I don't know that I think any of this is all that useful. The ability to farm crystallized dew, I suppose. Because what is the recipe in the alchemist's hut? It requires water, but water we got. Stone and clay. Yeah, and resin. It's not really that hard to produce. What if we just farmed it? I'm going to take the reroll. Show me something more exciting. I gotta be honest with you. I do not feel like this is more exciting. Another reroll would be very expensive. We'll do it. Okay, this is interesting. What does public lectures do? Chances of double yields up. So leisure is useful by a single species. Education is doubly useful. Oh, here we can get luxury and treatment. The market is probably the sensible thing to take then. Global carrying capacity up by 10 is also pretty good. Yeah, market. I think a market's a good fit. Because those are both double value needs. Alright, just keep grinding on those planks. Also, at some point here, we're going to need... I may as well set it up now. Where is it? It's here. We're going to need this blight post, because I need to produce some purging fire. Is this outside hearth range? Yeah, pretty much. Oh, I should probably unfavor. Alright. Good work on the flamethrowers, everybody. It is so weird that we have functional flamethrowers and that we are traveling with them, and the whole thing is strange. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put down... Oh, our harvester's camp would like to be moved. Sure. I gotta say, I don't feel like I'm getting this done particularly quickly. This is a tough part. A bunch of free grain all the time. I guess Lost in the Wilds is more resources. Like, I guess we have a couple of points of reputation, and we still have a long way to go. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna hit this button. I'm gonna try to get the foxes leveled up here. A little bit of clothing is not going to do all that much for us. Although clothing is a doubled up need. Let's just take this one. So, how many charges are left on this? Because I really want to get this out of the way. It's proving awkward. But for the moment, we can Harpy House over here. And then we also need... We shouldn't need a place for a fox to live. Once we get the Harpy House built, it should be the case that the big shelters cover 12 foxes I guess we are short a beaver house as well, aren't we? There we go. Alright, fox population is all set. We get some pickled goods. We get a druid's hut, which is like fine. So, okay, I think we probably ought to take the beanery because this is our first opportunity to have pickled goods. Since I turned down the first opportunity to take pickled goods earlier, right? I did do that? Yes, we did need the beanery. All right. So, if we're going to try to set up pickled goods, well, hold on. Let's try to set up clothes first because we did just pick up the design for a building that produces coats. So let's get coat designs going. We can put this down. Yeah, right here will work just fine. That leaves room for another house, and then yeah. Do I want to just sell fabric? I mean, we have a ton of fibers and stuff. Yeah, sure. Go ahead and sell it. Alright, this is finished. They're just running the stuff back. Hopefully we can find some use for the ancient tablets. Alright, our foxes are actually like really deep in the blue. That's wonderful news. Let's just assign a single person to this. Don't have more than 5 purging fire on hand, and that'll complete an order. Okay, cool. The herbalist camp can be moved now. Okay, let's wrap some stuff around here. So, I want to build a garden somewhere. Like, honestly, this isn't bad. We'll build a garden there, and we'll put a gate in front of it. Is there enough room? I like the aesthetics of the gate a lot. You've probably noticed. And then also some barrels. Here, these are supplies for the maintenance of the gate. Okay. That'll get our hearth upgraded. We're working on the purging fire. Wow, 22. I do not need to have you focused in order for you to be blue. Alright, housing needs are getting met. And what do we want next? 3 incense for every 10 roots produced. I like this in theory. I don't know that we actually, at the moment, are producing roots, though, right? I don't think so. So I think I would rather just buy tools with all of the amber we have in stock right now. Just buy this whole stock of tools. Seems like a pretty good deal to me. And then also, I'm going to take a root. 1 single root. Nope, that's going to make it 3502. What's less than 0.37? 1 unit of oil to burn in my hearth. Okay. Orders. Beaver resolve above 20. That's done. Sell goods worth at least 8 amber to a trade route or trader. I do like this. This one's very doable. 10 aesthetics decorations, 2 rain collectors, and deliver some drizzle water. I mean, this is really doable. We're very close to it, and it gives us crystallized dew as a reward for the fox houses. Rebuild or salvage 1 destroyed building found in the forest. So this one's a little tricky because we can't guarantee we'll ever see that, but delivering 10 packs of provisions is completely trivial with us for our current bonuses. Yeah, I think we're just gonna hope a little bit on that one. Okay, so we still have a lot of housing getting built. There's the purging fire. Can I sell... Do I have 8 amber worth of stuff? Yeah, I'll just sell you 8 amber worth of packs right now. You won't give me 8 amber for them, but, you know, such is the cost of doing business. Would I rather just take like a ton of pickled goods off your hands and just keep this bonus live for a while? You know what? Maybe, because you're giving me a bad rate on this stuff anyway. Yeah, we can actually get like a fair amount here. Okay, so now all we have to do is keep the beaver resolve in the natural zone for a little while. That's fine. All right, we are done with... Yeah, we are done with tasks. We have some spare hands here. And I probably want to just go ahead and break through to another one of those glades now. So prioritize those trees. Oops, that's a house. Yeah, as soon as this gets done, we'll start working on that stuff. This is kind of nice as a housing group, because we don't really need bricks, which makes my life easier. All right, another 10 tools. Reinforced axes is pretty cool. And I mean, we're climbing, right? The gears, the bar's climbing quickly. I don't know. I still don't know that I'm going to get it done in time. So the leather worker gives us pigments and water skins, neither of which we currently have. Barrels give us something to hold our wine and pickled goods in, but they do require crystallized dew, which we don't yet have the recipe up for. Water skins just require leather, which we have no income of. So I think I do want to build the cooperage proper. And then we don't really need a source of copper bars. I think I'm inclined to like maybe even hold off on this one. The upgraded trapper's camp does look good to me. And I think we're maybe skipping this now because I would rather just build a cooperage. We get barrels, we'll get coats in a more efficient recipe. So let's just scoop that back out and we will build the cooperage instead. Okay. And we're doing what we can, but... Okay, there's the upgrade to... the upgrade to the hearth. And once we actually have this building finished, we can work on the other aesthetic stuff. I've been a little reluctant to put any pressure on our plank supplies for what is probably obvious reasons. How many tools do we have? 37. Okay, we can probably afford to just go ahead and send this home. 37, like in a row? All right. This beaver house still hasn't finished construction. Okay, wow, they really punched through that quickly. What do we have going on here? Oh, it's one of these dancing cauldrons. Right. So, toxic ooze, pretty bad. -8 to global resolve due to the foul taste of all of our food. It doesn't seem like we got much here. Okay, there is a medium abandoned cache, which is cool. We'll definitely send that home. This, we can burn it down or we can fix it. And if we fix it, it will spawn fertile soil nearby, which we don't really need. And we don't really have the stuff to fix it anyway. We can certainly apply planks. Food production is slower during the event, but I mean, like, that's whatever. That's very whatever. Yep, go ahead and do that. And then we need planks like crazy. We need so many planks. I think, like, I've been holding off on building the carpenter, but we maybe just need to put up a carpenter so that we can have double plank production, because we always need a ton of them. And they're never really we're never catching up. We're never ever catching up. So I'm actually going to put this at the highest priority we have. Like, get this thing done. We'll use that to build the planks we need for that thing. And yeah, this is absolutely just a crowbar. Just a natural crowbar kind of situation. So let's see. Upgraded harvester's camp would not be unreasonable to take here. We don't need the trapper's camp. I guess a rain mill is like fine. What are Gleeman's tails again? Gleeman's tails are just +3 global resolve. I mean, that's hard to be mad about. And we will totally build one of those. That's going to happen. I may have overdone it slightly on committing people to the abandoned caches. Maybe a little bit. How are we doing on clay? We have a shit ton of clay. We don't have all that much in the way of packs. Maybe I should hold off because we know we want to sell. We have to return packs. Yeah, you know, I'll do that. We do have to find a ruin to get this. All right, that's important, but we'll get there later. Actually, I suppose we have some extra people. Nope, we don't. They have finished working on the caches, but they have to run the resources first before they're available for other tasks. Yeah, so you and you will work together for the moment to just make coats, I think. Just stick on that, and we'll figure out the other stuff afterward. Okay, this harvester's camp has run out of stuff to do. It turns out there's basically always going to be something to harvest somewhere. Buildings cost less, but new, I mean, I don't know. Secure perimeter is fine. Okay, so let us prioritize this and probably deprioritize that. We're also going to pull in 5 new citizens. Okay, yep. Go ahead and run that. So here, just run the plank design for the moment. Yeah, I think that's okay. We're just producing planks in bulk at this point, just as many as we can get out. Because it turns out it's a lot that we need. Okay, and we're still doing a fine job of keeping people at high resolve. But we could be doing a finer job oh, we are going to need more housing, aren't we? Let's get a beaver house up over here. And then, like I said, we can path. Okay. And then we're going to need fox house. Okay, harpy house. Harpy house is no big deal. We don't actually need to be able to access any of that stuff anymore. I think we can just build over it. And then, like, we still kind of don't have the resources for this setup, so I'm just going to put down a big shelter. We continue housing our foxes that way for the moment. Alright, we're producing planks as quickly as possible. Making me a little nervous here, but it actually won't take that long to run the event once we get it started. Okay. No. Yes, this is a ruin. Fantastic. Fantastic. We don't actually need this thing. We could just salvage it. I'm allowed to salvage it, right? Yeah. Let's get some people in here to do that. I don't need another one of these. Pulling from the clay supply is fine. Okay, so that's another point of reputation. We only need like 3 and 3.2, and we're still in a place where we're generating resolve off of reputation, or the other way around, reputation off of resolve very quickly. Well, it feels like they should be running that more effectively. I guess we're still at 0 planks. I mean, people are producing them. They're getting spent. Unfortunately, there's no way to mark an event as high priority. It seems like you can only deprioritize other builds. Like, for real, please do get the event done. It does matter. At this point, I think it's probably pretty unlikely that this matters. Alright, y'all are out of fabric. That's totally fine. You are just sitting idle. That's also totally fine. Yeah, I have to down priority every build manually or else they completely ignore this. Okay, finally we're starting to run things to the event. Do a loyalty. It's possible we could do that. That might happen. And fulfill needs. We don't have the ability to make all these things. We could probably deliver packs of crops. Okay. Tell me you're selling reputation. He's not. I don't know that we particularly need any of what he is selling then. Yeah, it's clearance 4. Okay. So the last of the resources are getting run out here. That's going to get dealt with. I am going to build us a makeshift post. We're going to get those packs of building materials out. Just use whatever. Okay, that's actually delivered to now. All they have to do is perform the event. The thing is, we're so fucking close, right? Let me get 2 people on this immediately. Just build me packs of building materials until we have, until we have enough. And then what else can we do for like quick resolve? Aesthetics builds really is the answer. They don't need to be anywhere in particular. That gets us to 8, and working on some night ferns gets us to 10. We'll call these high priority as well. Okay, they're going to get that done just in time to prevent it from messing with my resolve, which I really appreciate. Okay, there's 1 point. The question is just, can we get the building materials done before the storm runs out? I think it was within 4 years was the achievement. It looks like the answer is a no, probably. Okay, I mean, at this point, none of this stuff matters. There it is. Oh no, okay, 5 years or less. Alright, so we did get it. Don't let the Queen's impatience grow above 4 in a single game. Unfortunately, this is going to count as 5 years, and I think it is going to prevent us from making the additional settlement that I was hoping for. And it's just because I was kind of spacey. I should have built the makeshift post earlier. I feel a little silly that that is the thing that that stopped us. But you know, I'm very rarely thinking, yeah, you can embark one last time. I wanted to make this. Yeah, I wanted to make this happen so badly. A bankrupt trader. Oh, I'm not allowed to interact with it. Okay, well, we still get to do the thing. And we would have gotten to do this no matter what the speed. I really, really wish I could have gotten that done in 4 so that we would have had time to do whatever. But okay, it's fine. We got there. We got there is the important point. And, you know, we knocked out a couple of deeds that we would not have been able to do on the higher difficulties. Like, there's no way I was getting don't let the Queen's impatience grow above 4. Resources you sacrifice in the ancient hearth burn longer for every impatience point you have. Interesting. Alright, some more XP. A signboard. Sure. I guess that's fine. And with that, some upgrades. And we really do not have a lot of money. So this is the fox houses, yeah. I mean, I definitely want this. I think we might just not spend food here. Because I definitely do want to have the fox houses in my essential buildings. Not even so that we can build them early, because a lot of situations we won't be able to. But just so that we never have to worry about picking them. Yes, so a useful little experiment. We didn't quite get everything we wanted out of it. But when you come back next time, we have another seal to close. I'm very excited about that. Thank you all so much for watching. This is a good relaxing one. I needed just like a little relaxing episode in here. When you come back next time, it might be a little tiny bit more stressful, just a bit. And we'll see you then.